off in the scrum.
Yeah, and the game's getting out of hand, Chris. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. Coach Carvel-Jones trying to keep control over there on the sideline. More flags coming out. You really don't want to see a high school football game go in this direction with 5 minutes left. Both of these teams have played very hard tonight. They're both clearly tired, and you're just starting to see that fatigue set in as these coaches and refs try to get a handle on this thing and try to bring the sportsmanship back and let these guys know, man, there's a lot more important things than a football game. There's flags everywhere, Chris. So as they sort, the refs are having a hard time sorting it out as well.
Messner with a hard run with 5 minutes to go in the game. As we mentioned earlier, the officials in the first half had to bring both teams together because it was that of just a hard-fought contest, playing through the whistle, and you can see this carrying over all the way down to 5 minutes to go in the game. Several penalty flags down.
Yeah, you don't want to see this get any more chippy. You don't want to see any altercations that could lead to any kind of suspensions downstream. Hopefully both coaches are telling these players, hey guys, just go play hard, shut your mouth, and let's get out of here.
Officials are getting together to talk about it.
And currently the ball is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, we saw one helmet come off on the far sideline. So I think the officials are going to sort this out. I think you're going to see unsportsmanlike conducts on both teams, possible ejections.
And Chris, as it sits right now, where the ball's sitting, it's going to be 2nd and 40. So things are really just getting sloppy down there.
Officials still getting together on the call. I know the whole Cottage Hill Christian Academy team huddled up under the leadership of Coach Jones. Coach Thomas also had the team, was talking to them in regards to, I can tell you what was being said. Finish the game. Know who you're representing. You play the game hard, in between the whistles. Things are going to happen, but at the end of the day, know who you're representing.
Chris, the longer they begin to keep this conversation going between the refs, the more you get concerned about a possible ejection.
Absolutely.
There was a tremendous altercation that happened on the far side of the field from us, but a helmet went flying, and one of the Cottage Hill players was visibly upset about something that happened. So now the concern is, could there be an ejection? Could there be a player disqualified? I guess we'll find out.
You got a personal foul against Cottage Hill, personal foul against Flomaton. Unsportsmanlike on both teams.
So while those penalties may offset, again, the ref's job is to get control of this game and to keep these players.
It all depends. I know we had an unsportsmanlike earlier in the game, so once you get too unsportsmanlike, it's almost like getting 2 technical fouls of basketball. That is an ejection. So that's why you see sometimes that official have that pad in his front pocket or in his back pocket, jotting information down. But I know the white cap now is going over to talk to Coach Jones to tell him, hey, we got a personal foul on you guys, personal foul on Flomaton, got an unsportsmanlike on Cottage Hill, got an unsportsmanlike on Flomaton. Mapping this out, let them know if there is an ejection, if somebody picked up their second unsportsmanlike. We also have half the officials down here talking to Coach Vickery and the Flomaton Hurricane staff. And it seems like we've had a lot of time throughout the night sorting out penalties.
Yeah, the refs have had their hands full. I mean, it's been a lot of sloppy play, a lot of back and forth between these players. Both sides are clearly competing at a high level, and you know as well as I do, sometimes in football, some things get said, and as you get tired and the fourth quarter goes on, you tend to lose your cool, and hopefully these players can pull it together. Sometimes a long stoppage like this can help with that, but it's really the refs that are trying to figure out how to assess this penalty, because as it sits right now, kind of chill to have the ball on a 34-yard line, and it's going to be 2nd and 40 from the 34. So either way, it's just a real big mess.
In a 3-possession game with 5:02 remaining, Flomaton still leads that of Cottage Hill Christian Academy, 21-0. And as I said earlier, the score is not indicative of how this game's been played. It's been a hard-fought game, and you can tell both teams got after it in the first half, and they continued this in the second half all the way up until this point where we have multiple flags, multiple personal fouls, multiple unsportsmanlike conducts. But the good thing is no teams left the bench of play, and hopefully these officials can sort it out right here.
Still talking it over. Chris, this has been probably at least a 5-minute delay of this game as these officials try to work through this.
They want to make sure they get it right, and they're talking to everybody on their crew right here to make sure they get the right numbers right if an ejection is coming, if it is someone's second unsportsmanlike. Because I mentioned earlier, Flomaton has Northview, Florida next week. We will travel over to St. Luke's next week in another rivalry game. If we think this is a testy game, next week's going to be the same with our friends down the road there at University Boulevard in regards to St. Luke's Wildcats. And that game's going to be aired on 105.5. So we're not going to travel next week in this pilot broadcast with the Warrior Way Sports Network. But it has definitely been fun, Chad.
It's been a lot of fun. Yeah,
now I'm exhausted. Well,
you should be. You carry 90% of the load here.
It's like, no.
This is my MO with these football games. Okay, I come here and you do all the work, and then I go home and I'm the PA announcer and Brad Newton does all the work. I just show up. Like, it's really not hard. Katie does all the setup. She has it ready for us when we get there. Brad makes life easy. You make life easy. Like, I just show up. Really?
Yeah, Katie, come on, give us your thoughts of what it's like hosting this first game on the Warrior Way Sports Network.
All I can say is it's been special. It's been special. So if you're still listening, I know we've had a couple of technical difficulties that y'all have been kind enough not even to mention, but thanks for hanging in there with us.
Thank you, Katie. Working the board, setting this up for us. Getting everything going, because it was about 12 minutes before kickoff. We didn't know if we was going to be able to even be on there. All right, here we go again. Personal foul on Cottage Hill. Personal foul on Flomaton. Penalties all set. All right, now we got unsportsmanlike on Flomaton. Yep. Unsportsmanlike on Flomaton.
30 yards of penalties, Chris, which is going to move the ball up and give us a manageable.
All that, we get a personal foul, which is great, and that's all, because you had multiple unsportsmanlike conducts against the Flomaton Hurricanes. I still think we can control ourselves a little bit better in that situation. So it's almost like we won that event, okay, we won that battle, but, we just got to make sure that cooler heads always prevail. Back to the football action. Clock's running right here. 4:54.
Yeah, Chris, the sticks say 1st and 11. I believe it's 2nd down and 11 right here.
Travis Smith on the end-around pitch from Cooper Montgomery. He's forced out of bounds. Couple-yard pickup here. It is 2nd down, Chad. The first down in regards to that. So we're going to be looking at about 2nd and 10 here. All the officials are holding up to 2nd and 10, 4:43 remaining. Travis Smith forced out of bounds on no gain, even though he almost ran 40 yards to get back to the line of scrimmage. But here we go again. We got Twins to the top. Metzner isolated down here below. Got LeSueur in at H-back. Looks like a busted play. Cooper Montgomery is going to be taken down for a big-time loss on the play. Yeah. Good to see the offensive lineman here, Drew Otis, pick up Cooper Montgomery. Got a question what's really going on there with freshman Shamar Tootle. Maybe he's banged up. I believe I can see down there he was talking to Joy Krause, our trainer. Not real sure. But Cooper Montgomery coming in here, trying to get some points on the board for the Warriors. 4:10 remaining, clock's ticking, 21-0 Flomaton. Brings up a third and about 14 from the Flomaton 40. Got twins down to the bottom. LaSword H-back to the right. Pass thrown by Cooper Montgomery. Incomplete to Travis Smith.
Yeah, Travis Smith actually just had to play defensive back there on that pass. The ball kind of floated up in the air. Flomaton safety was standing right underneath it. Travis Smith just had to run in there and kind of break that up and play defense on that one.
It's going to be 4th and 15. Clock is stopped at 3:52. Ball on the Flomaton 40-yard line. Trips to the right. Cedric Craig to the right of Cooper Montgomery. Pulls out to the right. Pump fakes. Is taken down. Flag on the play.
Looks like that's going to be a hold.
No, chop block. Chop block. Multiple chop block. Cannot do that outside.
We had turnover on downs there, Chris. Going over to Flomaton.
Penalty declined. First down, Flomaton, 3:45 to go. And I can assure you right now, unless Flomaton wants to pour it on right here, what would you do up 21-0, 3:45 to go?
Oh, I'd line up in a bunch formation and throw a pass to a wide open receiver streaking down the field. No, this is clearly going to be run the clock out kind of drive for Flomaton, and I think it's time for everybody to get out of here.
As soon as we said that.
Two times now they've gotten us on that.
They got you the first time. They got me the second time.
They did. No, they did.
I was fine with the first touchdown pass because you loaded them to sleep. That last one I would have never thought, but it was a great call.
Never. Oh,
they are throwing the football.
And they're throwing it to a wide.
It's almost the same play that they just scored on. 21-0, throwing the football with 3:37. You don't think this isn't getting a little chippy right there?
Yeah, and again, that is the last thing that you thought you would see out of that offense. They've run that play maybe 3 times all night, and to do it up 21-0 with 3:37. Again, I always expect the unexpected with this offense.
Clock is running. Big smile coming off Coach Vickery's face. Same formation, ladies and gentlemen. Tight end right, wing right.
They're going to pass.
Going out for a pass again. Looks like he's wanting to try to roll right and throw back to the left. He's being chased by LeCedric Craig. LeCedric Craig puts a hit on him. Clean hit, and it's intercepted by number 2. That's Zycaz Thomas right there at the goal line. That is a Cottage Hill turnover, an INT right there in Kaz Thomas. That is his first interception of the season, and the Warriors have a couple already on the year. 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes the 4th interception by Cottage Hill Christian County defense. Good job, Cass, keeping them out of the end zone, throwing the football on back-to-back plays up 21-0 when we could simply run the game clock out. Now it's handed off on the right side. Looks like Shadarius Tootle.
Chris, I would say even the fans on the Flomaton side were surprised at those 2 pass plays.
Yeah.
Nobody expected that they would be throwing up 21-0 with 3 minutes left. But here we are.
2:43 and ticking. We're getting close to the end of this game. We're going to do a quick wrap-up. Some of y'all got to get on the road to Mobile. I'm getting on the road going to Tuscaloosa. Got a nice little formation here, a little motion. Shadarius Tootle out top of the sideline. Mester's going to throw the football one-on-one to Shadarius Tootle. Intercepted by number 4 from Flomaton. There's a crap back hit on number 14, Matt Campbell. There's another flag after the play on the sidelines.
It's getting out of hand. Refs really need to get in here.
Flomaton guys, gentlemen, throw the flags. This is happening on Flomaton sideline, folks. after the interception. I think at this time right here, it's getting a little chippy. 2 minutes to go. I think I'm going to make my way down to the sidelines as well to make sure this thing finishes strong. Once again, thank you for joining us, Chad. Finish us up, Katie. Put on the headset. Thank you, Warrior Nation, for listening.
CHCA is excited to offer a unique opportunity for students, alumni, faculty, staff, and stakeholders to leave a lasting impression on campus. By purchasing a commemorative brick, you can create a personal legacy on the walkway directly in front of the West Campus building that will last for years to come. With a wide range of options available, you can use your brick to honor a recent graduate, favorite teacher, friend, family member, colleague, or even yourself. Not only will you be creating a meaningful tribute, but you will also be making a vital contribution to the growth and development of our school. This brick will serve as your very own landmark at CHCA. By engraving your brick, you can demonstrate to future generations that CHCA community is committed to excellence in education and building a strong future. Join us in creating a lasting legacy on campus today. Visit our website to purchase your brick.
All right, back at Flomaton to be with the team and just observe and see what's going on down there. Right now the referees are still trying to sort this out, but the head ref did come back and indicate that there were at least 3 personal fouls against Flomaton on the last play. So things have really gotten out of hand. Katie, I think it's just time to go ahead and run that clock out and get these teams out of here. I just don't think that these guys need to go back out on this football field at this point. So we're going to wait and see. The Flomaton coach is with the referees. The Cottage Hill coach is with the referees as they try to sort this out. On the last play, Flomaton intercepted the pass. There was a blindside block, and then as the Flomaton player fell out of bounds on his own sideline, one of the Cottage Hill players made a little bit of a late hit there on his way out of bounds, and that incited an incident on the sidelines. Our players have gotten extremely chippy as well, and so it just continues to go, and this game really just is dragging on at this point. The referees probably need to step in here and just do a running clock, Katie. So we're still looking. Looks like some of the Cottage Hill people have packed up and started to head out. The referee's still trying to figure this out. And we've had a lot of stoppages tonight as the referees have thrown, so to exaggerate, and I'm going to estimate that there's been at least 30 flags thrown tonight. And that includes, 2 to 3 on certain plays, but no fewer than 30 flags thrown tonight. And the second half is worn on. We've seen it more and more as the teams get tired and they get fatigued, and you see a big play happen and one team's celebrating and the other one is watching them celebrate, and you see a big hit, and it just goes from there. These guys are ultra competitive. They train hard all year. They go through 2-a-days in the heat to come out here and do this. They practice hard and they play hard. And so it's a competitive environment, and these things can happen. And so we continue to try to sort this out. The referees look like they're about to break their huddle and let us know what's going on here. Continue to celebrate on the Flomaton side. Over on the Cottage Hill side, it appears to be more along the lines of just discussion and trying to figure out how this game is going to end and how they are going to get out of here at this point. Referees still huddled on the 36-yard line, still discussing what's going on. There was an ejection. The head ref came out after this last play that happened, I'm going to say about 10 minutes ago, that last play happened. And, okay, here comes the head ref again. Flomaton got a personal foul on Flomaton. That's 2. Got a personal foul against Cottage Hill. It's offsetting that 1, and so it's going to be first down Flomaton at the 47-yard line, their own 47. The Flomaton sideline continues to be extremely amped up and excited. You know, at this point, you almost kind of wish that the crowd would just tone this thing down with the players and let's get out of here without any more issues or any more concerns here. But as it is, Flomaton will take the field on offense. The Warriors will come out on defense. And the referees have the defense discussing it with them, probably telling them, hey, you know, let's stop with the chippiness. The Flomaton offense is dancing and waving at them. So, you know, it's tough when these referees are really trying to keep these boys in check, and you know, you just hope for the last 2 minutes that Flomaton can run this clock out and that we can all get out of here. So here we go. First and 10, Flomaton from the 47. They're going to line up in a pistol formation. This looks like it could be a kneel, Katie. Referee still has not whistled ready for play yet. Both teams are on the line. Offense is lined up in their formation. Defense is standing around waiting. And the referees still have yet to whistle this thing into play. So we're going on maybe 10 to 15 minutes at this point since the last play, waiting on the referees to signal ball ready for play. And it looks like they did. So now we're ready for play. We'll see what Flomaton will do with these last 2 minutes and 7 seconds as the clock runs. Quarterback's in the pistol position. Everybody's bunched, and they will take a knee. So it looks like that was probably discussed among the refs and the coaches, and clearly in the best interest of everybody that no one runs another play at this point. As the clock will run now under 2 minutes at 1:42 and counting. Score Flomaton 21, Cottage Hill 0. Play clock at 24 seconds. So yeah, it's gonna go ahead and just run this clock on out. Both teams stand over the ball. Thankfully, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of talking going on between these two teams at this point. It looks like perhaps both teams have decided to go ahead and cool off here, and the refs just continue to wind the clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. Flomaton will take the snap with nothing left on the play clock and take a knee. And it looks like they'll probably have to do it one more time as the clock winds down. 1:05 left. Flomaton retains possession on the 37 as they continue to move backwards and they kneel the ball. Cottage Hill on the far sideline. Coaches have their players huddled up, clearly giving them instructions as to, you know, how to end this game. The defense remains on the field. Flomaton offense will take one more kneel here with under 40 seconds. The quarterback will take the snap, will hand it off, and the running back will actually take the knee, and that's going to do it. As the clock runs down, 25 seconds left. Both teams will just leave the field at this point, it looks like. Clock runs down under 20 seconds. Final score is going to be Flomaton 21, Cottage Hill 0 from Escambia County.